Hi everyone, welcome to In Nature Tarot. Thank you for coming back, or if you are new, then welcome to this pick a card. We are going to be diving into kind of a timeless pick a card reading, so whenever you're stumbling upon this, the next 7 to 10 days, what is going to be kind of coming your way? We've got a bunch of pre-shuffled cards for overall energy, romance, and career. And we are going to be diving in and just seeing what wants to come up. So if you feel ready, feel free to pause the video if you need more time. This is group 1, 2, and 3. And I'll see you at your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your general pick a card reading for the week ahead, the next 7 to 10 days. And we are just going to dive in. And so I did a bunch of pre-shuffled cards. Let me know in the comments if you like that style or if you do prefer shuffling on camera, or maybe like 50-50 mix of it. But today we are just going to dive in with pre-shuffled cards. We've got a nice deck here, so we are just going to see what wants to come up. So we are going to start with... All right, so this is going to be the kind of overall energy of the week ahead. And I've got these really fun Halloween tarot cards, which it doesn't matter when you're watching them. Halloween is forever. But we've got the Two of Imps, the Eight of Ghosts, Page of Bats, and the Magician here. All right. So I definitely see here, like, you're kind of walking away with this Eight of Ghosts. It's really standing out with how these two people are kind of looking at each other. You're like walking away from things that just don't feel good anymore, that aren't fulfilling. Maybe relationship, maybe career, maybe friendships, you know, anything that just doesn't feel good anymore. It feels like it's weighing you down more so than adding joy to your life, if you will. It just feels like there's this heavy energy with the Two of Imps here. So normally this card isn't really two demons fighting, but in this card, I definitely see there's been a conflict of interests and just you've been trying to make things work here with the Two of Imps. You know, you've really been putting time and energy and effort into someone or something, and you're kind of now seeing the truth and you're like, this is no longer kind of serving me. And, you know, it could also be just a way that you particularly are going about your life, habits. It's kind of like a huge wake-up call and not really like a surprise. You're just like, you know what, I'm done putting in energy into XYZ because every time I do, it doesn't feel good. It feels like it always comes up like when I'm kind of at this certain point and it's like, well, why doesn't this person or this job feel fulfilling all the time? Why is it just when I'm in this certain headspace, like a vulnerable headspace almost? And it's like you've put in all this time and effort and now you're just like, you know what, I'd rather journey on alone and find myself and start over and just be done with a wishy-washiness of people or a career. And no, this is not saying that you need to up and quit your job, but you're like, okay, enough's enough. I'm gonna now put time and effort into something else, or I'm going to be looking for another job, or, you know, something in that realm. Like you're kind of just done with this uphill battle with the Two of Imps here. You know, you feel like you've tried to reason with these people or with this job and be like, well, it's beneficial, I should do it, blah blah blah. But you're just like, you know what, no more. It's with the ghost, it's all about cups energy. It's all emotion, and you're just not feeling supported and fulfilled, and so you're willing to, even though you put in this time and effort, you're willing to let that go and walk away and start something fresh. All right, so that's the energy you're leaving behind or shortly leaving behind. And into the Page of Bats here, which is really exciting. This is air energy, swords energy normally. And it's all about brand new ideas and that excitement of, like, you know how children get really excited about brand new ideas and beginnings, and you're like kind of getting this spark again because you've decided to make some changes because you were like stagnant. This is fine. And now you're like, you know what? It's not fine. I'm going to start taking some action steps into something better, something more fulfilling, whatever it be. But with the Page of Bats here, like you're finally like getting that spark of joy and curiosity to keep on moving, to move along in, you know, a romantic way with someone, in a relationship way, but it doesn't feel like you're taking the same things with you. You're leaving that all behind, but there's these new beginnings and new fresh starts with, you know, just maybe things are just popping into your head, or like you're like, well, why don't I just go to the bookstore today? And maybe you bump into like an old friend or old coworker or someone that just like sparks something in you, like kind of like that kind of energy where you're like not really expecting it. And then here with the Magician card, it's all about fresh new starts and like beginnings and like manifestation, and just really like putting that time and effort into things that you feel fulfilled with, that feel like they're good for you. You know, not people making snide comments because they're jealous or because they haven't dealt with their own who knows what. Not your problem. But it's almost like you're stepping into this brand new energy of taking responsibility of your life and your choices, and, you know, kind of, yeah, putting all your wishes and dreams like onto paper and be like, this is what I want. This is the relationships I want. This is how I want it to go. This is how I want it to feel. I want X, Y, Z. So you're really like walking away from everything that's old and just doesn't serve you. And you're really focusing on manifesting new things that are coming your way that are in alignment with where you've been transitioned to. And you're really taking the time and effort to work on yourself, to like look for these fresh new ideas or have them come to you. It's not like you have to force any of this. You're just like, you're getting serious about, okay, what do I really want? Like, instead of just trying to people please and be like, yeah, that sounds nice, but it's actually not something that you want. It's like, no, you're stopping that. You're not doing that anymore. You're like on a brand new journey, brand new start to kind of elevate your life. You've been through a chapter and you're about to open the chapter book. Like literally this white transition here, out with the old, in with the new, and excitement and just fun. It just feels like a really fun, happy and light energy. Like it feels good, and I'm really happy for you. So, like I said, there's plenty of cards to get into, but we are going to get into these cards to kind of see specifically in career some advice or whatever. We'll just see what comes up. How about that? So we have the Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, and we have the Chariot. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. Too late now. All right. I love these cards. They're just so badass. Just these, I just love the sci-fi-ness. Anyway, sorry. Let's continue. So in career, you know, the Knight of Cups is all about like going after what makes you actually happy, following your heart in career, and really like not applying to jobs or not doing things that you don't like just for money anymore. Now, I think this transition is going to take some time. I don't think it's going to be overnight, but you are definitely now making choices forward with your career out of love, which is very powerful. And it's so easy to be like, oh, I have bills to pay, I have to get a regular job. You're taking the time to establish a nice smooth transition where you're able to follow your heart slowly as it evolves, as it grows. You're able to become what you're meant to be, why you're here on this earth, what you're meant to serve as a purpose, what you're meant to give. And I see here with the Ace of Wands, again, with the Page of Bats combined with the Ace of Wands, this is just inspiration, fire, passion, just like go-getting. You know, the Ace of Wands is a brand new, fresh start. And you're just like, you're taking the pros and cons of what did work and what didn't work, and what felt good and what didn't feel good. And you're moving forward in this energy of taking what works with you and leaving the rest behind. And so you can able to like feel good and have this power and this passion. And then I actually take it back with this happening fast, because with the Chariot here, there's going to be some quick, swift changes. This Chariot's all about speed, things happening fast, things happening balanced. And the Ace of Wands is also really fast here. So I apologize, I take that back. But I think the transition is going to be a bit slow from this energy to this energy here, the overall energy. But as soon as you start following your heart and making choices out of love instead of fear, it is going to just fall into place. That is what I'm seeing. The Ace of Wands here, the Chariot here, it's like you're finally finding that thing that's important to you, that calling, that excitement, that adventure, that, I don't know, it's a career where maybe you're starting your own business from scratch and there's that excitement. Now, don't get too burned out, because I feel like when people start their own business, the first month they're really excited, they're really happy, but it takes time to build. It takes time, and so you lose the steam after months. So just make sure that you're keeping discipline in your career and what you want, and think of it as like working out or anything that it's worth striving towards. It takes time and effort and belief that it can happen and that you can have all this, because it is possible. You have the Magician here. Anything is possible if you allow it to be. And you co-create with the universe. You put in the time and effort and the work, and the universe will give you what you desire. Now, not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it could. It could. With this fast-paced energy, I think you're going to see not $1 million overnight. I mean, maybe. If you do, let me know. Hook a girl up. Let me know what you did. But I see it more as, once you start making these choices out of love, you will see the signs that will be able to direct you in the right place. Like, this is the right way. Look at how many people have already contacted you. Look at how easily this is flowing, how fast it is flowing. Yes, this is the right path. Yes, it takes some work and time, but this is us trying to show you, yes, this is the right path. All right, that sounds good. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to set this up. All right, we'll look at your romance cards here. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Fool. So, with romance, I see someone, take this how it resonates if you're single versus if you are in a romantic partnership already. But I see if you're single, there's someone that's got their eye on you and they want to make a substantial offer, but they want to grow it slowly. But then there's also this naive energy of just like, if we're going to do it, we got to do it now. We got to just jump in and be really excited about it. And this is just saying to trust, to go with the flow, to not have your guards up so much. Like, yeah, be smart, have boundaries and everything, but like, let this person come to you and offer you stability and communication and honesty, and let them show you who they are. And you just go with the flow. You just are like, okay, we're just gonna see what happens. And not put too much pressure in and not get the rose tinted glasses on. You're just going to see them as who they are, who they present themselves, and then you can make a choice from there. But it feels like a new start, a new beginning, a new person. But they are definitely like coming in hot and fast here with the Knight of Swords. Like they want to offer you something real, something committed, and they want to come in fast, but they're cautious about it. You know, there's these two energies which are kind of opposing energies. You know, a brand new start, stable, easy, slow moving. A knight, really, really fast, coming towards you, the fastest knight out there. You know, just not wanting to take things slow, but also wanting to take things slow. I think there's going to be a little bit of push and pull there, which will be interesting, I think, for you to watch and just see how it goes, see what happens. And then if you are in a relationship, I see this as just reestablishing another chapter, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles here, you know, just reestablishing the relationship, like kind of a new chapter as well, and a reignition of excitement and fun and mystery. Maybe you guys are going to be going out on dates or doing things that you not normally do, and it's like it kind of reinvigorates that that excitement and that fun and that joy. So that's fun. Let's see what these cards have to say. Free yourself and honeymoon. Yeah, with the Fool card, you know, just letting go, like letting go, just letting it flow and not putting like any ties down, you know, just following your heart again, just following your heart, because you've left everything behind here. Ooh, can't really see that. You left everything behind. And so there's all these brand new starts coming in. And I think this person coming in is going to make you feel really good. And I feel like they're going to have communication on point. With the Knight of Swords, that's all about communication and just being honest and like just saying how it is. And I feel like this is just going to be a really beautiful, blissful time where you just are enjoying things, like almost like a fool would, just enjoying life and just having fun and smiling and not worrying about the what if or when or who or why or whatever. You know, it's just like you're easygoing with it, and it almost like allows this to unfold more naturally. Again, if you're in a relationship, it's almost like you or your partner are loosening their grip to allow this like freedom and this excitement and this spark to kind of re-happen again. And it's almost like as you guys both let go, or one of you lets go, it just flows really naturally. All right, and so your last cards for your week ahead are bring love into the situation. Yeah, what I've been saying the whole time is following your heart, listening to your heart and your intuition. You know, let the brain go in there a little bit and kind of weigh the pros and cons, but ultimately start making choice out of love and what makes you actually happy. And guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, let it go. Let it go, flow with love, and just see what happens. And yeah, I'm really excited for this week ahead for you. I hope you have a good one. And until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hi Group 2, welcome to your pick a card reading for the week ahead, the next 7 to 10 days, timeless from whenever you're clicking on this. And for this reading, I pre-shuffled all the cards just to save some time, but I'm curious if you do prefer this style or you prefer shuffling on camera or maybe like a mixture. Would love to hear kind of your opinions. But we are going to get started. We're going to touch on overall energy, career, love, and see what wants to pop up. So, the overall energy is 10 of Imps, 10 of pumpkins, 3 of pumpkins, 3 of bats. So right off the bat, I see like work is going good. You're feeling stable, you're feeling balanced here in the middle. Things are going well. You're really putting in time and effort into building stable either home life, foundation, friends, family, like a solid relationship, and also career. I feel like relationship, I mean more friendship, family, or even career coworkers or clients, depending on your situation. But I definitely see that there is this unshakable stability here. You have the 10 of normally pentacles, pumpkins, and the 3 of pumpkins. And it's like you have this really solid foundation, this base built. And it's kind of unshakable. It's just you feel really good. You feel really stable. And it's almost like you're really focused on career and money and foundations, because it seems like everything else has gone to hell, which I completely sympathize with, because personally, yeah. And so I'd rather just focus on, taking care of my health and working out and focusing on my career. And I feel like you have that similar energy. You're just really putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into things that you can reap the reward of like this stability. You're seeing the more that you put in time at work or with your own personal career goals, that it's slowly beginning to show. You're seeing progress. You've planted those seeds. You're seeing them grow. They're becoming like beautiful plants. It's really rewarding. And you're like, since everything else has gone to hell, I'm just going to focus on this and just not worry so much about all the burdens of life. Because with the 10 of imps here, normally the 10 of wands, it just feels like the burdens are heavy. Things just aren't going well outside of basically just career. It feels like everything that you do just feels like wrong, or people are just to get upset with you, or you feel overwhelmed about what's happening in the world, in your life, and you feel so overwhelmed and just over everything. And luckily 10 is the end of the cycle, and only can get better from there. But with the 10 of imps here, it just is this heavy burden that you're just sick of carrying. And maybe you are just going to let go of these burdens and deal with them and be able to just focus more on what is actually going well with you. And then unfortunately here with the 3 of bats, which is normally the 3 of swords, it's just like you've tried dating people, you've put yourself out there, you've put in work, you've put in effort, you're working on yourself, you're healing, and you just every time just get knocked down, and you're like, wow, I just wasted all that time and energy on this person, and they're a jerk, and they don't care about me, and why did I even bother doing that? And I just feel like there's this heaviness of, why am I putting this time and energy into these things that seem really fun and fast and exciting, yet they always end with disappointment and struggle and annoyance and just a waste of my time and a waste of my energy. And I feel like it's interesting that they're both on the sides here. It feels like you're just shaking off just all of that and just focusing, maybe like unhealthily, maybe healthily, you're just deciding to focus on things that are actually going well, because you've tried putting in time and effort into your love situation, and all you've gotten was like crappy people, and you're just like, this is a waste of my time and energy. It's just, I'm gonna sit back and just let that come to me. And here with your passions, just things that you're really passionate about, people that you're passionate about, conversations, it's just things just aren't going anywhere. So you're like, screw it, I'm just going to garden. I'm just going to plant my seeds and grow my little foundation because it makes me happy, and that's what I want out of my life, is to just have stability and have that independence and be the support system I need, because I can't look for it anywhere else, which is good and bad. It's good to be fully there for yourself and to support yourself and to have your back, but it's also good to include people into your life. But it just seems like right now you've tried, and I get that. You've tried to allow people into your life and it just is ending in disappointment. So you just have decided to go hermit and just be like, it's not worth it. So on that note, we're going to dig into career. See what else is coming in your career. Knight of Swords, Temperance, and the Emperor. Yeah, what did I say? We got two major cards here, these two. I think you're just really putting your time and effort into your career. We got the Knight of Swords here. Great ideas coming in hot and fast and passionately, and just really like running with great ideas and making it just happen, making things happen, because you're like, yes, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and I am taking these ideas and I'm running with it. And then with the Emperor here, he's the like the biggest like CEO ever. Like, he is full, I am a businessman or woman and I own my own business and I am taking full advantage of it and I am making leaps and bounds. And so, yeah, I feel like you're really, really focused on your career. And the Temperance card here, it's balanced though. You know, you do have a good balance of work life, you know, excuse me. You're trying to find that balance and you want to allow people into your life, but you're so disappointed that you'd rather put your energy and time into work because it's you're happy. It's making you happy. You're following your heart. You're following your dreams. Things are starting to happen. You're seeing the results of your hard work and all the time and effort that you've put into it. It's finally starting to pay off. And all these great ideas and just movement, and you're just feeling like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is my focus. This is my main focus. It doesn't ever disappoint me. It brings me so much joy and happiness, and I love doing it. And so keep on doing that. Keep on following that dream, that passion. Okay, and now let's dive into love, because I think you know that your career is going really well. Things are flowing. It's easy. It's working. Things are great, and you're really enjoying work. And you're really having fun with it. And you're just expanding and growing and going with the flow, and it's just paying off. But let's see what's happening in your love life. Lovers, Justice, and Queen of Swords. Yeah. I see here especially with the Queen of Swords here, I like to think of her like in romantic readings as just being brutally honest with people and setting boundaries with people and not letting people walk all over you. You know, you're just like, enough's enough. If you cannot respect my time, I am not wasting my time on you. If you are not giving me what I am matching, what I'm giving to you, if you can't match that energy, it's not worth my time, and I'm done. And it's almost like you've built up this wall, this cold wall, which is completely understandable, that you're just done and over with these half-assed people that just don't even know what they want and haven't done any like work on themselves, and they come in here and they're just not what you want. And with the Lovers here, I feel like every time you approach someone, there's always something there, like they're not over their ex, or they're hung up about a certain situation, or just just like bad communication, or just like it feels like a game. It feels like a game sometimes. And the lovers here can also be about choice and choosing things. And I feel like you're just over having to choose and having to play games and having to do X, Y, Z. You're just like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. But good news, with the Justice here, I do see that things will be put into balance. You know, karma will be delivered to those people. It is your job to forgive them, forgive you, and move on and just say, screw it. It's not worth my time and energy to like let that eat me up. But with Justice here, I see that there will be, you know, what you deserve coming in, because you have tried and you were always the person that was just honest and forthcoming. And you just opened your heart every single time. Every single time you just got stabbed. And you're like, well, what's the point? But I see like there is divine intervention here afoot. And I think things are going to start to come into play where you're finally going to be getting what you deserve. But I think you don't need to chase. I think you just be in your power and let things come to you. Like if you're on a dating site, delete the app. If you follow people on Instagram that you went on dates with or whatever, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Start fresh. Start fresh. Get rid of it. You don't need that lingering eye and people watching your story, but then they don't text you and you're like, oh, so you have time to like do this, but you don't have time to text me until like midnight? No, that's not how we play this game. I don't play games. You're playing games. I'm trying to be authentic and try to find someone out here. I feel your frustration. I feel your frustration. Just, why are people so sketchy? And like, just looking at people's Instagram and commenting on their stuff, and they can't comment on your stuff. You're like, no, I'm done. I am done. You're cutting out all of the stuff. There's a lot of swords energy happening here where you're just like, I'm done. I'm stepping in my power. I'm taking it back. And I'm letting the universe, God, source, whatever, figure it out, because I have no patience for this anymore. And I think you're just over it, which is fair. But let's see possibly maybe what's on the horizon. Yeah, stay optimistic about your love life and attraction. So, like I said, with this Justice card here, I definitely think that there's someone coming in. I don't like to do time frames because this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself watching a lot of romance tarot readings, take a break, because that can become toxic, and I've done that myself, where you're dying to know every little piece of information, and it becomes unhealthy at a point. So just make sure that you're keeping that in balance, but I say just focus on your career and what makes you happy and what's working, and yeah, let the universe bring in whoever and whatever they decide to give you, and just let things flow naturally, and let someone chase you for a chance. Yeah, let's see what else we have here for you. Believe in the impossible and acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah. So, I think there's some surprises afoot. With this Believe the Impossible, the once in a blue moon card, I always think that is whatever you think is going to happen is not going to happen. It's going to be something way better. And so don't even try to think, oh, it's going to be this person, it's going to be that. No, just let it come and let it surprise you. Make a list of non-negotiables for a partner. That could be like financially stable, emotionally available, has done healing trauma work, whatever. It can be anything like that. And then also make a list of it would be nice if this person had this, like tall, brown hair, blue eyes, tattoos, whatever, and just sit with that and be like, what do I want out of a partner? What am I as a person? And am I those qualities that I want to attract? And just kind of see what you want to attract, and just let it happen. And then acceptance here. I think you are already in this journey of accepting and letting go and just letting things flow, especially with this Temperance card. Even though that was about career, I think also career, love life, everything. You're just letting things flow and you're not forcing things anymore. You're just like, believe in the impossible. Let the universe, God, source, whatever, surprise you and bring you abundance and blessings, and focus on your career. That's it. And focus on doing healing for yourself and whatever you want to attract out of a partner. Start tapping into that. So that's all I have for you, group 2. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your general pick a card reading for the week ahead. And we are just going to be diving into a pre-pulled card tarot reading. Let me know if you like that down in the comments, or if you do prefer shuffling on camera, or maybe like a mixture of the two. But yeah, I'm curious. Let me know. But we are going to be diving into general overall energies, career, love, and advice. And you got the most cards out of everyone. Just a lot of cards decided to just jump out. And yeah, so I guess you just have a lot of messages. So we are just going to dive in and see what's coming the next 7 to 10 days for you. All right, so we have 3 major Arcana cards. Wow. We got the sunshine right here in the middle, shining light on everything. Lovely. We got the sun and the moon. Full moon. All right. So let's start at the beginning here with the Hierophant. I definitely see that you're kind of just, I guess, just seeing the truth, especially with the moon here. You're kind of seeing the truth of people and their intentions and what they're actually like up to, what's up their sleeve, what they're saying about you, people that actually have the best intentions for you or the people that don't. You're kind of just really seeing, you're just sitting back and seeing and watching and listening, and you're surprised at what you're seeing. And you're not speaking, you're just quiet, you're just reserved, you're just observing, but with power. You're really just seeing situations for how they are. You're stopping to talk, to try to fix, to try to resolve. You're just noticing. And I think you sitting quietly, you are noticing some really interesting aspects of possibly some situations you would have skimmed over. And you're really taking that and making decisions from there and really weighing pros and cons of all situations. This feels more like relationships. So coworkers, clients, friends, family, romantic. You're kind of just taking that back seat. It's very wise and philosophical to just sit back and watch and listen. And yeah, you're really surprised at what some people are saying or doing. And you're not fighting, you're just noticing, and you're taking those notes and you're just putting them in your pocket and being like, okay, I don't think this person has the best intentions for me based upon this phrase that they just said, because it was really hurtful and really negative, and I've only been positive and nice to them, and they come back and they say some really mean and jealous things. And I know it's not a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them, but that's just interesting. And so I think that's your theme of the week is like, that's interesting here. Very interesting. You know, with the sun card here, everything's illuminated and you're seeing things in the new light, in the sunshine, and you're also seeing it in the shadows of the moon. You're seeing it as both, which is really powerful. It's this really powerful energy of observing. And with the Seven of Bats here, you're just seeing. This is such a sneaky, like deceitful, kind of like not being a good person kind of card. And it's all coming to light. It's illuminated between the moon and the sun here. You're seeing, you're sitting, you're watching, you're listening. It's being illuminated. These things, these people that don't have your best intention, whether that's friends, family, whatever, coworkers you know in person, people you follow on social media, you're just like taking a step back and really noticing the whole story, the whole picture. And with the Seven of Pentacles normally, here you're really taking the time to build this solid foundation. And you're not taking things that don't serve you with you anymore. This is just a week of really quiet observation and just noticing people's true intentions and habits. And you're just sitting there content. You know who you are, you know what you want to create, you're feeling good, you're feeling intuitive, you're just seeing these snakes come out of the grass, and you're just sitting back and you're like, oh, I've got all these lovely pumpkins I'm growing, and you know, it'd be nice to share it with some people, but I'm going to make sure I'm sharing it with the right people, and I'm going to stop telling these sketchy people my business and what I'm doing and what makes me happy and good news, bad news. I'm just going to stop. You know, I'm going to stop fueling that fire because I now see the true intentions, and it's not worth my time. I've worked so hard on this, it's not worth me bringing them down. Or, yeah, them bringing me down. It's not worth it. It's not worth my sanity. And so it's very noble and powerful of you to just stand in this power, which is why you probably got so many cards. It's just you're seeing so much come to light, way more than these cards are even going to see. But it's just, I think, just laugh at it and just be like, oh wow, I can't believe that person said that. That is so interesting. I don't think I want to spend time with them. Or it can be the opposite. You're really starting to notice the great qualities in some people that maybe you hadn't really noticed as much. And so now you're flipping that switch as well, and to a more positive note. You're seeing the ones that are actually there for you and actually care and actually call and text and are happy when you tell them good news and listen when it's bad news. And you're just like, oh wow, this person has my back, this person does not. I really need to adjust my time and not spend time with people that don't care about me. All right, so we're going to dive into your career because it sounds like this is a lot about relationships. So let's see. We have the Ace of Cups, Three of Wands, and we have the Knave of Wands. I love these cards so much. They're so like sci-fi badass women cards. There's also men in the deck, but big fan. So with career, I definitely see there's a lot of like fire here. We got Three of Wands and we got the Knave of Wands, the Page of Wands, and you're filled with this excitement and this energy to kind of go after passions and projects, and you're willing to travel the distance and put in the time and effort, and however long it takes, you're like, I don't care. And it's almost like whether this is in your own personal career or at work that you work with a company or whatnot, you're really stepping up and kind of coming up with great ideas, and you're feeling really good as well with the Ace of Cups here. You're feeling really content about how you're flowing, how you're going, what you're putting in effort with at work, and it's becoming rewarding. You're kind of starting to see the rewards of your hard work kind of pay off here with the passionate like work ethic that you've had. And you're kind of just like feeling good this week with work. Like you're feeling really content, you're feeling really happy, things are flowing, things are going, like you're seeing progress and things are just happening, and you're like putting in all this passionate and hard work, I can't even speak, and it's really starting to like come to fruition. All of this, like you're getting the recognition that you deserve for the efforts that you've been putting in. And I just see like people being like, oh wow, like I really admire like what you've done, because you are just flowing. So career is just feeling good. It's feeling good, it's feeling fun, it's feeling passionate, it's filling your heart up, just like you're just feeling good. I have nothing to say except it's a good week. It just feels good. Career feels good. Relationships, we're gonna get into and see. Let's see what your relationships have to say. 5 of Cups. Again, lots of cards here. Another 8 of Pentacles. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, more Pentacles though. All right, lots of fire here. All right, so relationship-wise, what I was saying earlier, I think you're cutting off people with this 5 of Cups. You're letting go of people, but also like this is a warning to make sure that you're also not just seeing the bad people, but also like reinvestigate the people that you think, like I said, that will surprise you and be like, oh wow, I didn't really think that person cared about me. And they actually do. Look at the cups back here. They actually do care about me, you know? And I feel like, yeah, with this 9 of Wands here, you've put so much time and energy and effort into these one-sided relationships that you are just done. You're done putting in this effort here. You know, you've put in lots of time and effort for people that just don't give a crap about you, don't give back what you give them. And here in Temperance, I feel like you're finally finding that balance. Again, with the observing and just noticing people for who they are. You're finding that balance again. You're finding the people that care versus don't care. The ones where like you've put in effort and they haven't, or vice versa. And you're really reassessing and balancing things and being able to move forward here with the 8 of Pentacles with more stable foundation, people that actually care for you and support you, and it's not out of jealousy or their own insecurities or whatever it may be. It's that they actually care about you and have your back and want the best for you. And with the 2 of Wands here, like, yeah, you're able to start fresh. You're able to like journey anew with people, like-minded people who want to come with you on this journey, who are available for this chapter in your life, who are worthy of your time in this chapter of your life. Because maybe these people that you did know, that now you're seeing their true nature, you're just like, yeah, they don't, maybe my old chapter they were good, but my new chapter, they do not serve me in the same way at all. Let's see romantically what's here. True love. And it is safe for you to love. So, you know, take it how it resonates if you're in a relationship or if you're single. If you're single, I feel like you're just realizing that you're wiser than you think, and you're able to see people, and it is safe for you to love again and to put yourself out there, and that, you know, there could be a true love on the way, you know? But don't force anything to happen. Just let things flow here with the Temperance. Let things happen. And if you are in a relationship, I definitely see that, you know, you're reopening yourself, or you're letting down that wall for your partner, and you're kind of letting them in and just enhancing what you already have and just allowing it to blossom more. But honestly, I feel like most of this reading is about platonic people, not romantic people, which is interesting. So let's see what else these cards have to say. A time to give rather than take. And we have a time for healing. I feel like this card, a time to give rather than take, it's time to give to yourself and give to the people who you notice are worthy of your time. And a time for healing, yeah, just let things go, let things flow, be alone, do what you need to do to just find this balance, find this temperance again, find the equality in your relationships going forward. And last but not least, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yeah, you are growing, or you have already grown into this new chapter, this new version of yourself, and you cannot bring these people along with you. And so now you need to transition, take the people who are not worth, but are in the next chapter with you, and allow for new people to come in. You know, you can't allow for these new people to come in if you're holding on to these stagnant, stuck energies of people that are just on their own timeline and they're not meant to be in your next chapter. And that's fine. Every relationship has a beginning and an end. No matter what, no matter how long, there's always a beginning and there's always an end, and that's totally fine. So yeah, that's all I have for you, Group 3. I hope this gave you some clarity of your week ahead. Until next time, take care of yourself.